Let's roll out!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the live stream, California to West Africa. Hey, before we start the stream today, let's talk about something. Alright, so now listen, I'm a casual gamer. If you're on this channel watching this to whether I play Dark Tides or Battlefield 6, I am not a streamer level player at all. I'm a super casual. And because I don't necessarily have a gaming channel, I only do my lives concerning with gaming. So this is my hobby, living in Africa. For anyone that doesn't know, I live in West Africa. I'm a retired military veteran, and so I live in Africa. A lot of people are like, "Well, you live in Africa," and I'm on the servers here in Africa. Well, there's some servers in Africa. Normally, it's the European servers. So many times I get a lot of guys from South Africa. And in order for me to play on the American servers, I have to join somebody from the States. Then, of course, it creates a super amount of ping and lag for me. However, I don't play. I like to play games, and when I'm by myself, I'm finding myself not enjoying games as much. Now, I have a 2-year-old daughter, so I don't have necessarily hours to stream every day. But today, my girlfriend's home, and so I have someone to take Bella off my hands, and I can hopefully I can stream for an hour. But let me just say, first of all, I want to shout out to Keith. Keith is my best friend, my best gaming buddy in the States. And he and I don't play as often as we used to because living in Africa puts me in a totally different time zone than America, obviously, especially California. I'm like 8 hours ahead. I'm living in the future, man. And recently I met a very nice guy on my stream, Adam. Adam, if you're watching, what's up, bro? I really enjoyed playing with you. And I also met last night. I played Dark Tide. Anyone who doesn't know what Dark Tide is, that is the Warhammer 40,000 series. It's a standalone game that is in the same universe, but it's a different, similar in format, but different. Anyway, I don't know the lore, okay, but I meet these guys. I've met two incredible dudes in the last couple of days. And Keith got on, and we were able to live stream yesterday for about nearly 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. But it's the most fun I've had in a long time. I enjoy meeting mature. Now here's the difference. Adam, I think you're older than me. I'm not sure. I'm 55, and then I met this young man named Xander, who's like 18, just graduated high school. This is what's fascinating to me. We men. Let's talk about women for a minute. Women, they usually have friend groups where everyone's the same age, and they go out for the vibes, and they want to go out and have girls' nights out and all this other stuff. You won't see them interacting the same way that men. This is the wonderful thing about men. This is what's great. Men are great. We can have, I have friends that are 70. I have friends that are younger. I have friends that are middle-aged, millennials. We men can have relationships with other men that transcend the whatever era they grew up in. I think that's great. And here's the funny thing, Xander, if you remember, I knew just talking to Xander because when I talked to him, I didn't know he was 18. It wasn't until we were further into the stream and found out that he just graduated high school. I thought the dude was 30. And let me tell you something. And I called it. I remember I said, "You got a father in the home, don't you?" "Yeah, I got a dad." And he's got a good relationship with his dad, and he's got a younger brother. So he has this maturity beyond his years that I'm used. Try to talk to a man who doesn't have any knowledge of his father, who was raised by a single parent. Maybe I fell in that category when I was younger. But you lack maturity. But it's funny how whenever I meet men, Keith, other guys online, when they've had relationships with their father, they seem to be more based. And while they still certainly enjoy gaming, like I noticed Xander was really into the lore of 40,000. I'm not into the lore. I could care less about the lore, about the history. Well, but it's funny. One more thing. Xander made me and Keith feel old because he said, no, because we told him, hey, Keith and I are friends. We've been friends for like 13 years. We're very good friends, very close friends. When I go to California, I stay at his house. He's an amazing guy. He is a longtime friend, loyal, and we can all, just like all my other friends. It doesn't matter if we talk every day. When we talk to each other, we pick up right where we left off. We laugh, we have good times, and this is the medium that we go to be men together because we don't live in proximity to each other. But you can have friends that are across oceans, and you come together in these games. Because listen, I'm not a gay like I'm an intentional gamer. Like I look look to games not for a certainly an escape from reality. Yes, I don't have a reality that I'm trying to escape from. I have a good home life. I live overseas. I'm very happy. I'm a father. So there isn't a horrible life that I'm trying to escape from. But it's sort of an escape. I like playing. Like somebody asked me the other day, they said, "Are you what you were?" I'm diagnosed with PTSD, and I do have a struggle with PTSD in the military. And somebody brought up a good point. They said, "You have PTSD? Does it bother you to play military games?" No, it doesn't because I went to war. I was in Iraq. If anyone doesn't know, I don't say this as like a, hey, look at my history. I'm a war hero. But I lived through combat. Like I went to Iraq. I fought the Republican Guard and Iraqi forces and invaded Iraq. And I don't say that as a boast. I just say that I know what realism is. I have lived some pretty traumatic, life changing, life altering situations that put me in a different mindset. So when I play video games, I don't take video games seriously. Like I'm not a try hard. I play on a controller, although I would like to set up my keyboard and mouse. I think it'd be better. But my KD is always low. I'm looking for the interaction with other men, other guys, and I do have fun, but I don't take it seriously. So if I die, my KD, or if there's cheaters, it doesn't bother me because it's play. We're in this sandbox, if you will, of playing this cartoon game, this video game, this fantasy, unrealistic thing. But I can find enough realism. Like that's why I like Battlefield more than I like Call of Duty at the moment. And I'm not saying I don't like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a good game. But they've gotten silly. Like I don't like all those stupid skins and rabbits jumping around and I don't know. I find Battlefield to be a more gritty, more realistic um, a game to play, but still, I know that it's not real. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't trigger my PTSD. My PTSD is such a low ground background noise of my life. Like as long as I don't, I'll, somebody had asked me the other day on the channel. I said, "How do you manage your PTSD?" And I said, "Well, number one, I got away from the VA. I live in an environment that doesn't trigger past memories as much. Now, I'll be honest with you, I still have nightmares. I still have anxiety about going in public. I still have deep-seated trauma that has affected my life in a lot of ways. But one of the how I manage my PTSD is that I isolate myself with my family. I've created a safe haven for myself here. Now, listen, I'm not rich. It's not like I live in some kind of resort town. I live in a house in Africa, in Cote d'Ivoire, that has these big 12-foot high fences with concertina wire. I feel safe. I have dug out a safe space for me to operate, and then and because the military takes care of me, I'm 100% disabled. That allows me to create an atmosphere where I'm safe. Now, when I was going to the VA and getting treatment, they wanted to dope me up on medications, Xanax, and all these other pills that I did do for a while. I was going to these, like, what do you call that? Group therapy sessions where with other veterans. And I found that when I'm around other veterans, we talk about our trauma. And so we relive it constantly. And I do talk about some of the trauma that I've relived. I'm doing a series right now on my life story. I mean, my life story. Like, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. But I'm doing this my life story thing to from a position of strength and acceptance. So I'm able to talk about my past in a detached way that doesn't. Although I will say, if you haven't seen the videos, it's called Long Story Short. It's in a playlist on the channel. Check it out if you want to. These are video memoirs to my kids. So anyway, I just want to say that yeah. So if you like watching games, I guess you could watch me. I'm not going to do anything spectacular. I'm not going to be making trick shots, or I'm going to be coming down in the bottom half of the scoreboard. So you're not going to see any fantastic gameplay here. But if you guys want to come join me and play, I'm welcome. You can always join my game as long as I don't have too many people trying to join. But anyway. That's all I wanted to. That's what I wanted to start out the stream with. My friend Z said, "Where is he at? Let me see. He's on PlayStation." Now he just contacted me as soon as I got on here and said he wanted to join me. So let me see if I can find him. Oh, where is he at? Z. All right, let me invite him. Open vehicle trailer kill. Okay.
Send your engineer if you can.
Have you played this mission before?
Then you use your rocket launcher to destroy the tanks and stuff.
It won't let me change. It won't let me change.
Okay, not now. Yeah, you must first die now.
I do not. I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna drive. I hate driving a tank.
I'll drive. I don't care.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Okay, I'm going straight ahead, right?
Yeah.
Looking for tanks and people to shoot, man, because they give us points.
Oh, look at this. No.
I'm out of range. I'm out of range.
Oh shit. See people. See. I'm sorry. I'm straight ahead. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah, no, they're done. Is this? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can somebody hear? Where am I going?
So you don't know if people gonna like this gun, bro. I need to stay on roofs.
Oh, send. Wait, hold on, bro. It's okay. I'm right here.